All right. Hello, people. How you doing? How's my nomadic family doing today? Sorry. I should have done that before I pressed go live. um, yep. I'm going to show you this, guys. For you coming in on the rewatch. That's what's going on right now. Fun times. um, I did actually manage to get my starter out. So now I'm going to take it up to the auto parts store and get it tested. It's definitely warmer in here than it is out there. So, nickel and dime, how's it going, man? I'm doing great, man. I got my starter out. I'm about ready to take it up to get it tested. So, it's cold here, you know. But yeah. It's like weird because it's like I watch the time, you know, when it starts getting towards 4 o'clock. But so how are you doing, nickel and dime? And it's like weird too because hey, Jessica Smith, how you doing today? How you doing? Um, Serving from my home. Oh, how you doing today? Yeah, and it's funny too because it's like the bolts for the starter were 12 or half inch, and the bolt for the hey, Jefferson Einstein, how are you doing today? Yeah. The bolts for the starter were half inch. I'm doing great, Jessica. Thank you. Um, yeah, it's cold. It's snowing right now. I'll show you in a minute. But they were half inch, and the bolt that the bolted the wire onto the starter was a 13. And I'm like, why? Why? The other wire was a 10, which I figured that, usually when they're getting that small, they're in millimeter. But dang, man, why not just make the other one a half? So, but anyway, they love to do that to you. But anyway, I'm going to show you guys again. That's what's going on right now. Ain't that beautiful? Vonda in Wonderland, how are you doing today? So, oh, is it Christmas? Is it Christmas yet? I don't know. Right? Neoblade Gaming, how are you doing today? How's it going? Oh, yeah. And, one of the cool things is um, my Nomadic Bike Live channel. I've been going back, and which I didn't do. I need to go through yesterday's. Um, but hey, how are you doing, Pam's Great Outdoors? But I've been going back through my live chat and subscribing to people in my live chat. So, excuse me. So when I want to see something that you awesome people are doing, I just go over to Nomadic Bike Live and look at my notifications. It's a lot easier that way, because I'm subscribed to like 500 and some people or something like that. Uh, the struggle is real. The struggle is real. Is that Vonda in Wonderland's name, Lacey? She's probably told me her name, but I'm really bad with names. I really apologize. I have to hear your name like at least 15 times for it to actually register, and not 15 times at once. Faith in the Fallen, how's it going? How you doing? Faith in the Fallen sings really good. And yeah, if there's anybody in here that you don't know, go ahead and check them out. They might be something you want to watch. Hey, the Huntsman, how's it going? How you doing today? Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. See, that's one area um I try to remember the name, and I also try to remember the birthday because you get that look. Sarah Hawk Hardy, how are you doing today? Hello. But yeah, and you know what's weird is a lot of the times it's like I remember their birthday, but on the day I don't realize that it is that day, and they're like, "Are you forgetting something?" And I'm like, "Oh, is it Thursday?" You know, or so whatever. And I'm like, "I remembered. I just don't know what day it is." You know. And again, got the bike in the shot. That's the one on the Avatar, but I haven't taken it out yet. Which I might not. I don't know. It's not hurting anything being there. And I'm not driving this right now. So, oh, really? Happy birthday. Oh. Tornado Gaming 234. How are you doing today? And Pecan Baby is in the house now. How are you doing, Pecan Baby? But yeah, so again, for those that weren't here, I finally got my starter out today, and I got it out before this started. That was like some seriously lucky timing, you know. I was like, I got my starter changed, and and I went inside and I was talking to the owner and stuff, and I looked out the doors and it was like snowing like crazy, and I was like, ooh. Raymond Doolin, how you doing? I don't have it set up yet, and the van won't start, so but I can smoke out here, so and it's like, you know, it seems like no, I'm not freezing. It's not too cold. I actually unzipped this. This was more this actually is just a little bit better than this sweater. Um the only difference, I mean, it's a tiny bit more thermal than the sweater, but it lets less breeze through it. So right now it's about like wearing two sweaters. Um oh really? Okay. I'm in Champaign, Illinois, if you're talking to me. Um yeah, it's snowing here. But yeah, so uh I finally got that done though. Um you know, I haven't been so worried about it because I don't have the money to buy another one if it is that, but um I do have enough to buy the starter solenoid thingy, um if that is what it is. Because so now I can take that starter up to the auto parts store and get it tested. And if it tests okay, then I can buy that part and I can have my van started. 42. I think it's probably closer to 32 here. But I am like this year, I'm getting used to it a little bit more, you know. This Florida boy still doesn't like it all that much, but yeah. Cuban Beauty. Oh, I saw you and missed that. I did. Hello, how are you doing today? I hear you. I hear you. Um, and you know, it's not so bad until it gets like later at night. When my feet start getting cold, then that's when it bothers me. So if I were to get some warmer boots, I would probably be fine. Yeah, it was actually very easy. All I needed was an extension, excuse me, and I just, you know, and then I pulled the starter out, and then that was when I started taking the connections off. It's a habit to do it that way. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're pretty close, for sure. And there's also uh uh living in Illinois, something like that. I can't remember exactly, but they're in Danville. But yeah, yeah. If like oh, is that the Death Star on your avatar? Um, because I think that is. Every time I've looked at it, I thought it was the moon. Which JNC limit no T JNC no limit TV. How are you doing today? No, I'm not. I'm actually pretty warm. Um, this is like about like two sweaters. The jacket actually isn't like totally thermal. Yeah, I'll show you guys again. But this is actually it's I'm pretty warm in here. I'm starting to get used to the winters a little bit. It's not so bad this year as it was last year. But yeah, I'm kind of pushing myself to get adjusted though too. So more this time. Oh, I bet it is. I bet it is. You have a few. Yeah, but still got the bike in the shot. um, but yeah, pretty soon, after I get the starter fixed and get the tags situated, I'm gonna start worrying about setting up back air, getting some lighting, and hey, Mems Fortnut, how you doing today? I'm great, man. Thanks for asking. I got my starter out of the van. I can take it up and test it, see if the starter's bad or not. If the starter's not bad, then I'm hoping it's the solenoid. But Florida Pirate Adventures. Hey, how's it going? How you doing today? So yeah, it's probably not going to be too long before I'm back there, and I'll be able to stream longer. I got it from one of the people in the I think he said something else, chaos. But one of the people in the stream, because I was like, they were asking me what the channel's about, and I'm like, well, it's about everybody in the chat pretty much. I mean, I have something to start talking about, and then when the people start coming in, it's all about you. And he was like, no, I think he said Total Mayhem. I don't know. No, I don't know. I don't remember. But it's I changed it a couple times and stuff like that. You have a great day, Raymond Doolin. Thanks for stopping by. But yeah, my eyes are irritating me like normal. Yeah, yeah. At 9 o'clock tonight, I am. That's it's supposed to be my day off, but they have that thing going on, and especially tonight is their biggest one, because it's their last week until like next year sometime. I think, I don't know, but yeah, yeah. So you know it is what it is. Hey, Gil Skills, how you doing today? If you don't know this guy, you need to check him out. It's good stuff. Um, he does uh the word is just totally blocked in my brain. He does how-tos. And how-to videos, like, he watched YouTube about working on a certain part on his car, and he went and started doing that and found out that there were like a few things that person, the other people left out, so he started making his own. And he also does scrapping, and he also does killer live streams, which I've been in a few now. So you never know what you're gonna get. His live streams are total chaos. Not so much as mine. I don't know. They have more topics, and I don't know. It's, yeah, maybe a little less chaotic than mine. I don't know. Oh, really? JNC Limit, No Limit TV is working on a video, and it's supposed to be funny. Yeah, there's a bunch of cool people in here right now. A few people left already, but I knew it. Yeah, they are actually. They are just as fun as mine. Especially when I'm in them. Jefferson Einstein, yeah. Is that the Death Star in your avatar? Or is it the moon? Why, fat old son, how are you doing? Yeah, you got that wrench now. Don't abuse it though, I'll take it away. But yeah, awesome. I don't know. It's like somewhere around 32-ish. But it's not too bad, I mean, like I was saying, it doesn't really bother me until my feet get cold because, I'm pretty warm with these on. But yeah, for some of you who haven't been in here, or weren't in here when I said so before, I finally got my stuff. I got it out just before all this started. I'll show you guys again because it's mounting up a little bit more. But yeah, that's how my day's going. And Gil, this is coming for you. Yes. Yeah, that's what I was asking. Is it the Death Star or is it the moon? I missed that JNC, but yeah, there was one time I was tempted to do that because mostly because the only thing you can moderate with another moderator is to block them, and I didn't want that person blocked, because he was cool and all that, but he was like causing a little bit of trouble, but he's straightened out and is pretty cool now. But yeah, and got the starter out just before it started doing this too. So I was like, yeah, it is. Yeah. I do, I like the snow. I just don't like the cold that comes with it. But when it does get cold and I have no snow, it's like, this is a waste of cold weather, But and especially when it ices, I'm like, what's up with that? You know, why you do this to me? No. But and actually, yeah, I know. Um, I have a picture. One time we had an ice storm. It rained like really heavy and then froze like crazy. And yeah, yeah, it is totally coming down. It was actually, no, about just like this. But yeah, partner. But and so like the next morning I walked out and the whole parking lot was just a sheet of ice with some snow blown off of it, and I was like, I gotta get this picture. Yeah, I know what you're saying. That's mostly where I said it too, Pam. You have a great day, Vonda, in the Wonderland. Um, I'm sorry if I messed that up again. Scrapping Crash, how's it going? How are you doing today? I yeah, awesome, awesome. Yeah, great. And if you haven't yet, please lick that smash button. But I mean, I see. I'm more reminding you guys. That's why I say please. Because like when I'm in somebody's live stream, sometimes it's when somebody says something that I actually think to look and see if I did, and I'm like, thank you. you know, um, I know how it is, and if you don't like this, then totally kidding, totally kidding. I know you like this because it's totally awesome. Kidding. Yep, made sure I got my big water. Excuse me. Which is good because I drank coffee just before coming out here. I would have been a dried out mess if I didn't. This is actually the water that I got before I started changing taking out the starter in this. Yeah, yeah, that's the one that's in the avatar. Um, it's a 98 Haro Vector V3. It was sort of actually a cheaper bike. I think it was like 389 new, brand new. It's got a RockShox Indy front fork. And all that, but mostly what's cheap is like some of the equipment that I'm gonna have to change because it's actually starting to wear out. But for the year that this was made, it was like surprisingly cheap. Um, but mostly because of accessories on it. The frame is the bike handle's really good. Excuse me. And I love the geometry of it. It's like it like yeah, like I was saying, it handles really good. I get yeah, thank you. Thank you. My Proflex bikes, the stems are like too long, so it like sets you over the bike more. I actually have some footage that is probably no good because of that. But because I adjusted the camera on this bike. But the next time I went out filming on that bike, and that whole thing is actually pretty good. And yeah, and it's like weird because people are like looking at me like, what's this dude doing with a camera on his chest, You have a great day, JNC. Thank you for coming by. Um, yeah, I'll probably, if you're not long, I'll probably still be here. I'm probably stopping about 5, and it's probably going to be dark as heck. But pretty soon I'm going to fix that. Pretty soon. Oh, and I found out. I think this van actually does have a leisure battery. When I was under it, there's a box underneath the well, actually it's more like that way, but it's underneath the driver's seat, and it looks like it has a battery in it. And it looks like it's where the TV plugged in. So I might have like a bunch of that stuff already. So I'm going to I'm sure the battery's dead. Gone forever like that. Cuz God knows how long it's been since this van had a TV in it, but it looks like, it might be one of those cheap batteries. So I might start there. Hey, Priscilla Mayo, how are you doing today? And how's Duke? My Monday's been good so far. I got my starter out of the van. Now I just need to take it up to the auto parts store and test it, but I'm not going to take it up in this. So awesome. Great. That's yeah, that is a thought, because I do have an extension cord. I put a battery charger on this like a couple weeks after the starter went to check the battery, and the battery was still at like 75%. Um, yeah, I don't know. They're kind of funny here sometimes too, though. You know, I mean, like if something's going to cost them a couple dimes or something. So I might not do that. I don't know. But pretty soon here, I will get things, yeah, straightened out. Um, if I need to find out what kind of battery this is, it may even be good, but I doubt it. And all that, because it's probably, usually in a vehicle that has a leisure battery, they don't have it to where it runs off of it only runs off of the start battery when the van is running and it's charging. Other than that, it doesn't drain, the start battery. So it's probably been getting a charge, if that's all still hooked up. Um, so I'm going to have to figure out how to get to it, check the battery. If it's no good, I'm going to have to find out how much one of those batteries is, because if it was running a TV, it should be able to, and it was probably a tube TV. So it probably should be good enough to run like maybe a little bit of lighting and charge a phone. And that would be awesome if I could do that, because that's more than I have right now. But yeah, so, oh, wow. I may not even have to divide the back end from the front end, because hey, Gems, how are you doing today? Hey, Learning Habit, how's it going? I was just in Learning Habits live stream just before I started mine. And I wasn't going to say, I don't like to say that I'm leaving to go do my live stream, because I don't want to say that I'm doing a live stream in somebody else's live stream, out of respect. So, so that was why, so you're doing great. That's awesome. Yeah, that is an awesome city you live. Is that where you live? I don't know, but the where you were today, that's a beautiful city. Medina? Yeah, yeah. Hey, Pond and More, how you doing today? Yeah, yeah. I don't recognize the country though. Or uh, oh, I can't even remember what it was now. Uh, I was showing it to the one of the owners. I was like watching it and talking to her at the same time. Oh, your work is okay. Saudi Arabia. All right, good to know. It's yeah, it's beautiful there. Beautiful. Yep, it's a party now. More like yeah. Oh, unless I've been spelling it wrong. Excuse me. But yeah, so it might not be as hard to get all this stuff set up as I thought it would be. You know, which I mean, later I am planning on getting a bigger battery. You know, something hopefully with like 100 amp hours, um, and maybe like 100 watt solar panel, and that should do me okay, depending on how much I run on it. Um, and then I might have to put like another 100 watt solar panel on it, especially during the winter because it's going to be days like this. Yeah, yeah. The phone gets me sometimes too, especially my other phone. My other phone has the Google keyboard thingy on it, and the Google keypad board thingy really sucks. And it gets worse the more it gets used to you. You know, I mean, I don't know if it's just because I'm spastic swiping, um, dude, that's yeah, yeah, and that too. Usually I turn that off, um, but I think the Google one has done that a few times on me. You know, change something like right when I send it, and I'd be like, why? Because I know I saw the right word there. You know, but that's usually one of the first things I go in and turn off. Oh wow. Yeah, the snow still isn't sticking on the ground, but it is on everything else. Yeah, yeah. That's oh, and if you haven't, please lick that smash button. Um, just reminding you if you want to. You know, but yeah, that's I only know one language, so um, kudos to you for knowing two languages, especially, and but I don't have that grief anyway, so it's like you know a lot of people are like, dude, I'm sorry, my English isn't really that good. I'm like, don't worry about it. I'm like, I only know one language, so you're already one step ahead of me. Also, hey, John T. Cash, how you doing today? That try it is the only thing I can say. Try it and see what happens. Like maybe a week or two or 3 days, something like that. Um, and kind of let people know, but see how your analytics do. If you get like as many people, but you're getting new people, um, more new people or whatever, then it's good to reach out, and if that's the case, switching it up, I don't know. That's one of those things that's like, it could be good, it could be bad, and the only way is to try it. My live streams, sometimes they do a lot better than some of the people who have been streaming a little bit longer than me, earlier in the day, which, I found out by doing it. Hey, Holscher Fishing, how you doing today? Oh, are you? All right. Excuse me. Sorry. But, yeah, so, but that's like, it's really, and then, but then you got, Michael, hey, Frozen Art, how you doing today? But, Michael Fire Jr., posts like early in the morning, and he does really good. Excuse me. uh oh, yeah. Your friend's still in the hospital? Really? That's too bad. Yeah, Holscher Fishing was there too. That's right. But, so, yeah, pretty soon here, I'm gonna, I'm getting close to having enough money. I'm like, $40 away from the starter, I think. And that's depending on how much I have, left after my, this paycheck. Oh, wow. Wow. That bites. And it's weird that you're not allowed to see her, But, and a lot of that is because y'all been helping me out a lot. The PayPal's, you think you didn't give me much, but, it's mounting up, and I seriously appreciate it a lot. You guys have no idea. I think I'm gonna do this just because. But, so yeah, that's actually, I think, the first time I did the I don't know what to do with my hands thing. I used my other pair of gloves with the grippy things on them for working on my van because it was cold on my hands outside. Um, it was like, it's like just getting slightly cold in here now. Frozen Art has been in my live streams quite often, learning habit. Um, and yeah, and she does art, and it's not necessarily Frozen. You're very welcome. Thank you, Frozen Art. Honestly. And she um does kind of need some followers. Oh, really? Okay. All right. So, oh, and if you don't know Gemma, Autism at its finest grace, um, check out that channel. She works her butt off for YouTube, and she's gonna be uploading, I guess, not too long after this. So, thank you, Priscilla. But yeah, oh, and um, do you go on live streams with Fire Kicks Reacts, Frozen Art, or did you just get a tweet and find me? Because I know you came in with Fire Nation. But Gemma, you know, I mean, it says it in her name. Yeah, she deserves 200. Okay, didn't need to know about the shower, Gil. Now, you have a great day. Thanks. Okay. Yeah, I've watched like a couple of his live streams, you know. Um he's on at like a time for me, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, if you don't know Frozen Art, check that out. Probably something you want to watch. And if there's anybody in this chat that you don't recognize, check them out too. It might be something you want to watch. But I'm like, seriously, I got like 2 or 3 days chat. I'm gonna have to go through. Excuse me. But yeah, it's been like busy for me, and like in the mornings I've been relaxing too much, so I'm not, you know. And I tried getting up an hour earlier, and I did get up an hour earlier one day, and then the next 2 days I slept in past that time till like 9 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, you know, my day was almost gone. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'll probably try that again. Like when I get things situated, if you know what I mean, you know, cause, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. And I know what you're, you know, Pecan, you know, life happens. I know he knows, you know, um, we all know that it's, you know, sometimes there are reasons you'll miss stuff, you know. So totally cool. We love having you around, but if you can't, and you know, life happens. No, I am keeping myself. I put the gloves on, but like I could not have them on. I'm keeping myself comfortable. Uh, if you catch my drift. So no, not cold, but somebody came back. Anyway, uh, yeah, yeah. Again, bike in the shot. It is getting dark already. Wow, wow. Okay, yeah, it's about that time. Um, that it gets dark. Backwoods Ramblers, how you doing today? So my lag, I just got that. But yeah, cool, cool, awesome. Yeah, learning. Um, there's like I remember you know being that low in subscribers and being hungry. If so yeah, all right, very cool. Yeah, and if you haven't yet, please lick that smash button. Um, uh, Sharing and tweeting is I'm probably going to be done in about less than 15 minutes or more. 15 minutes ish. So, but yeah, I say, like I was saying, and I'm just reminding. I remember, whenever I'm in somebody else's live stream, a lot of the times the chat pops up, and awesome, Jessica, thank you. And it's like somebody says something, and I'm like, oh, so I go to check, and a lot of the times, no, I didn't. So it's like, thank you. Oh, really? Okay. I saw some of that. It's the enum, enigmatic nomadic. I think that was his name. He's doing it. I saw a little bit of that on Van Life Sheldon's Travels, and that looked like a blast. Hey, Irvin the paid tourist, how you doing today? uh, yeah, yeah, I could tell, man. I could tell. Yeah, I bet it was. Yeah, exactly. Learning habit. Because I mean, I could get to 1,000 now, you know, but I still only have like 500, 600 watch hours, so I'm still pretty far from that. Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying too, because it's windy as heck here in Champaign, and I know how it's like if it's cold, but then that breeze cuts right through me, and that's when I'm really cold. That's I had put this on and I don't like need it as much sitting here in my van, you know. So, and I could hear that breeze on the, I know, I'm like learning about how much breeze you get to how loud it is on your phone. Um, from being here, doing my live streams. And also you said it was rocking your truck too. So I know that's quite a bit because I mean, it catches more air, but uh, but it is a big truck still. Yeah. 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 Wow. So, but yeah, the cold weather bites. I'm getting used to it a little bit more this year than I was the past couple years, I think. I mean, I'll know when it gets really cold. Yeah. Yeah, I bet Florida is nice right now. Um, but being in the snow got me out of wearing a winter coat at 60 degrees, though. So, you know, there's that. I think, like, at the coldest, the winters I was there, it was like around 45 degrees. All right. You have a great day, Pecan Baby. Thanks for coming by and hanging out. But, so, cause I was born in Cleveland, Ohio, but, we moved down there when I was 10. So, I pretty much grew up in South Florida. I, uh, I think I was 28 when I left. Yeah, he's in Arizona now. Flagstaff. I know what you're saying, learning habit. Yeah, I have like a lot of footage filmed, and yeah, it's probably gonna, it's like I have a bunch of 7 minute, 15-minute videos and stuff like that, but it's probably gonna amount to about 10 minutes. And filming that was like days, and now I'm probably gonna spend a bunch of hours editing it, trying to get it right to where I'm happy with it. Um, because that is going to be my first one, and that is going to be when I actually start showing my channel around for like for real. Basically with that video. So I am going to try and totally get it right, you know. So I don't know, how long it's going to take me, because I've never edited before, so, and I'm going to want it to be perfect, you know. So uh I'm probably going to end up breaking down and just filming the finish inside, you know. um that's but wow. I'll show you this. This is actually kind of cool looking. Oh, wait. Maybe this will work. There. Can you guys see the snow coming down in the light? I don't know, because I'll probably see it tomorrow. But because I don't usually watch my live streams until like the next day. And that's because that's when it takes quite a while for my chat to actually show up for me, in the uploading. So, and that's mostly, I mean, I watch it to see how things were in it. And okay, there, no, too far. But so but mostly I want to check the live chat because some people that were in it and stuff like that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I bought Wonder Share Filmora. Thanks. Yeah, I was like, wow, that is actually cool looking. And I was hoping the snowflakes, because sometimes I take pictures even with the rear facing camera, and it doesn't really, show that. So I didn't know. But yeah, I kind of wanted to show you guys that. But that was because I got the Filmora because I Googled what is the best video editor. And I came upon this one guy's review, and he said, and that I think that was before Adobe released this one that they have now. And cool. Oh, yeah, that would be cool. Excuse me. I know. But so he was explaining why Filmora was the best, and then the rest of them that he talked about, he was saying why they weren't as good as Filmora, pretty much. And so I was like, okay, Filmora, and so I checked it out. They do have a free version, I think, but I did go ahead and get the middle one. Yeah, just visit for sure. That's, somebody's bowling. But so yeah, that was why I went ahead and got that, and I've gotten into it and was playing with it a little bit, dropped some music down in it, and I looked at some of the filters. Hey, how's it going, MC Lockdown? How are you doing today? But so we'll see. But and I was talking to Jay Lipman, and well, I wasn't talking to him. I was in his live stream. He was doing a live stream, and I was in it. Yeah, and I was like, he was talking about Adobe Premiere, and why he likes it so much. Needs more subs. How you doing today? How's it going? How you doing, Needy? And so I was like, yeah, I got Wondershare Filmora, and he's like, oh yeah, he's like, that's good stuff. He's like, the Adobe Premiere only does like a couple more things that one doesn't. He says, but with the awesome, Needy, great. If you don't know Needs More Subs, check that out for sure. Good stuff. He's very funny, and he does channel shout outs too. So it might, but he was like, but the benefit to Filmora is that with Filmora, you can upload directly to YouTube. So I was like, made the right decision, because, and I did actually notice that button in there too. So it's very cool. I'm happy with my decision, and especially because I'm not, entirely experienced at editing. Maple Street Aquatics, how are you doing today? How's it going? Yeah, it's snowing here. Oh, really? Oh, that's fascinating. I wonder why. Maybe because uh I know under 100 subscribers, YouTube won't let you do anything over 15 minutes. Um, so it could have something to do with when you got Filmora. I don't know. I'll have to find that out for sure. Well, I'm probably not going to make one more than 15 minutes because 10-ish minutes is like the sweet spot anyway. It's the point where it's not too many minutes for them to say, okay, I'm going to go ahead and watch this video. But it's also long enough to get you like just a little bit more watch time, and then also if it's like more than 10, much more than 10 minutes, a lot of the times they don't watch the whole thing, so, yeah, 10 minutes ish is like, it's right there in the sweet spot where you get your watch time and they watch it, you know, because, watching people like, Pusha Studios and, Michael Fire Jr. in the morning and, Gil Skills, I've been picking up a lot of information from them and, oh yeah, yeah, that's my first videos are like that. Um, but that I want to do something, flashy. I all right. I was inspired to start doing something on YouTube because of Roman Atwood. He, because that's the type of person that I am. He basically just wants to make people happy, wants to make you smile more, and I was like, you know, helping people on Facebook and stuff like that. And I was like, dude, that would be cool to do something like that on YouTube, and then also, then after that, I found, I found, like Seth's bike hacks, I like Seth's bike hacks and he's really good at making videos, and I also, but then later found Chrome on Van City Van Life, and I was like, that's cool, and stuff like that. And then after that, Casey Neistat. You have a great day, Sarah Hawk Hardy. Thank you for hanging around. You have an awesome night. Yeah, I'm probably ending this pretty soon anyway because it's getting dark. Hey, Flyer FPV, how you doing today? Yeah, I'm probably ending this pretty soon though. Yeah, because it's getting dark. Excuse me. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, yeah. Pretty soon here, I'm gonna be able to start getting like some lighting going and stuff like that back here. It's just a matter of money. I don't have much, and I gotta get I might have to get $100 starter and $121 in tags, and you know, from there, then it's probably going to be about setting up back here, lighting, cover the windows, stuff like that. But yeah, I got a little bit tighter on my money. Um, you know, and because like sort of during the summertime, I sort of uh I sort of worry about, a little bit about having fun, but summertime I spend a lot of money on uh, doing YouTube the way that I want to do YouTube. Got a computer for editing. I got a GoPro camera. I got the equipment to for the GoPro camera. Stuff like that I got over this summer, and instead of going to the movies and stuff like that, like I did the summer before. So the summer before, I spent money on bicycles and going to the movies and just having a blast in this city. I rode around a lot, and but one of the things that I was doing this summer was I was eating out every day, day and night, and because you know, so I did change that. And yeah, my eyes. Sorry, y'all. I'm like the hyperactivity isn't linked with having energy, I have found, but I am fidgety. So doing edit. The one thing about doing edited videos is I'll be able to get rid of all that stuff. But it's weird because a lot of the people are like, they're like, oh my God, I wouldn't do a live stream because you can't edit that stuff out and stuff like that. And I'm like, I don't care. I'm like, I'm just up here having a blast, with all y'all. And, I'm not really worried about people seeing me for who I am, and stuff like that. But and all the uhs and stuff like that too, and it's like, yeah, exactly. When I first started doing live streams, there weren't too many people, sort of not too many people coming in, and and stuff. What I think only the first two, actually. One of them I did a live stream while I was working on a machine, and like two people came in for that, and one person left really quick, I think, and so I was like, don't do that again, but yeah, more do it yourself. Yeah, I know. And I hate that, but like I said, it's in the works. I'm going to fix that one way or another. Whether it has to be on a leisure battery or on individual batteries, but yeah, it's oh yeah, Nomadic Bike Live. If you I haven't even mentioned, thank you, Irvin, I haven't even mentioned that in this one yet. If you haven't seen Nomadic Bike Live, hey Nature Nerd, how you doing today? Awesome, that's great. But if you haven't checked out Nomadic Bike Live, when my see, that's another thing that I'm a little bit in a quandary about, okay? Because I am appreciating getting the watch time on this channel, but my original intention for this channel was edited videos. Yeah, no offending here. So but anyway, so I've been wondering about, because I'm doing yeah, congratulations for sure. Because I've been doing live streams every day, and I don't want to stop doing live streams every day. And I've been telling everybody that I'm not gonna, soon, but if there comes a point where it's time for me to, I'll probably see the first edited video. I'm probably gonna put in the trailer, for my channel, because it's probably going to somewhat explain my channel also, along with the the meaning of it. But I don't want to have my edited videos buried under a bunch of live streams, so that somebody looks at, because when I look at a channel, I look at the home, the homepage pops up, but I don't like to go through playlists. I know a lot of people love playlists and they check that out. But what I do first is I go over to videos and I look at like the newest video, because that's basically telling you where they're at right now. Anything you watch before that, if you don't like it, you're like, but I did like the one he did, yesterday or a week ago or whatever. And, and if I don't like that, I'll check another one below it, to make sure, also. But so I know that, I'm not the same as most people. So if you haven't noticed, but I'm sure that there are other people out there kind of do the same thing, So that is one of the things that I'm worried about, and Redacted has even said the same thing, and then also Michael Fire Jr. was talking about that too, and I was like, yeah, I know, and then I decided to make another channel called Nomadic Bike Live. So when hey, Chaos Paddlers, how you doing today? So when there does come a point where I need to not be doing live streams every day on this channel, I'm going to be doing live streams every day on that channel. And, I'm probably going to put a link on my YouTube, on Nomadic Bike for Nomadic Bike Live or something, so that people, because, what I have found from experience, okay, I didn't even have to have somebody tell me, and all that, but what I have found out from experience is that my 10-minute videos reach out to more people because of my subscriber to non-subscriber ratio, of people that were watching my videos. Now I have a lot more subscribers watching my stuff than I do non-subscribers. So now I know that I am not reaching out to more people, So, so now it's time, now it is time, to start doing that. I still have some people, commenting on my, Van Life Dirty Hippies video, so, and and thank you, Pam, for putting that out there, because that's, if it does get to that point, that's where I'm going to move them to, but also, like I was saying, I am getting a lot of watch time, with these live streams. So, I'm getting a little bit above, what I would have to keep monetization, so if I keep going the way that I am now, in a year, I'll be able to be monetized, well, less than a year, a little bit less than a year. But yeah, it's time to move forward with, Pirate Dredger. Hey, how are you doing today? How's it going? A couple comments above yours is, a link for my, new channel. It's going to be a little bit, but my original intention for this channel was to do edited videos, and I don't want them buried under everyday live streams. So I'm probably going to move my live streams to Nomadic Bike Live after a certain point. When I'm ready to, I'll do that, because I mean, I love doing this. I love doing these live streams, and I don't really want to stop. Oh, you have a great night. Who are you joining up? Who are you joining on? And if you have a link, you can drop that, because I believe you're a moderator. Biggies. Oh, I don't know him. I'll have to look for that, because okay, awesome. So Pond and More is gonna join a Hangouts at that link right there. Wow. That's crazy. I'm sure he was sleeping for some of that, though. Yeah, pointed on the fish. I don't know, but wow. That's a lot of. But I've been seeing some of the animal live streams, like animals hunting, and awesome, great, cool. But I've seen some of those channels had like 1,100 people in the live stream, and I'm like, wow, I'm like, how do you do that? How do you get that many? I mean, they have a lot of subscribers, but those live chats were huge, And I know my phone's getting confused now. But yeah, I might have to check that out. I got brighter for a second there. And there's my link again for Nomadic Bike Live. If you like my live streams, yeah, check that out. Like I said, I'm not going to start right away, but you'll know when you see a notification for it if you ring the bell anyway. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end this. It's getting too dark. Yeah, I know. And yeah, but it was cool to watch, so, hey, Kevrock, I'm just leaving. Sorry. How are you doing? Yeah. I guess you heard that, though. Thanks for stopping. I'm going to get some lighting soon, bro. It's when I get the money, I'm going to work something out. I might even buy another set of $10 lights, or I don't know. But yeah, and I'll be able to live stream longer then. But so you all, I mean, I appreciate having you, in my live chat, my live stream, very much. I know, right? It was a blast. It's always a blast, Excuse me. Even when I'm kind of down, you guys cheer me up, and I appreciate all of you, and so, thank you for watching Nomadic Bike. Always remember to live free, live for the now, and always chase your dreams.